And we are live. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars. It is, I almost said Wednesday. Wow. Monday, February the 22nd, 2021. Looking at 8:03 p.m. Eastern, 5:03 p.m. Pacific, 3:03 p.m. in Hawaii, 2:03 a.m. in Austria. See, we went lots of energy and it must have been like a drag strip. We only ran her an eighth mile on that run. So let's yeah, I'm Ben. We got substitute co-host Terry this eve. Tom is under the weather. He may lurk in the chat. He may not. I don't know. I think he gave her too hard during last night's show, which I get because I think we all did. I was feeling a little delicate for an hour or two, but that happens. Let's see, we've got Ryan X in the chat, JP Page 2, Martin Lemaire, Cushman NYC, who had to leave early last night, had some issues, got that rectified, all good now, perfect. We got our good friend Emery here at 10 Solo Music, one of our beloved Vola dealers. Link down below, check them out, as well as they've got, what's the name of those pedals? MG is the manufacturer, I think. They're really cool. There's a bunch of pedals RJ's demoed. They're giving one away, too, and stuff. It's cool. We got Randy Crooks here. Awesome. Great Vanzini. What's up, Doc? Fruitcake Tony in the house. Thanks for the lid. Love it. Check it out. Show me your pick every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Fruitcake Tony. Jesus. Fruitcake Tony channel. Can we have less tongue twisters tonight, please? But no. Also, folks, we're still doing a giveaway here. The next, let's say, 6 new channel members gets a free Mike Starr pick. Alice in Chains' original bassist. You can join at any level, and they are, available. Damn it. Whiplash on the burps already. Got mine. It's sitting here. It's under the tone jar. You know, that's the tone jar, right, Terry? Yeah, that's the tone jar. All right, so yeah, we got the Alice in Chains Mike Starr pick. Awesome sauce. Who else do we have in here? We've got Charles 75N. We have Unbelievable. I don't know if he got back. We were talking Skype. Use StreamYard. That's why we got the logo above Terry's head there. You know, if he may be joining us next Monday night. Just saying. We got Terry's 3Gs in the chat. Gotta be an imposter. BC Rich 581. Thomas Santiago. He hails from upstate New York. Thomas Santiago. Hey! He hails from the Buffalo area.
Or as I originally said, where in YouTube is Thomas San Diego.
He's right here. Man, I may have dipped into the tone jar prior to hitting the go live button. Not going to admit it, but we got Pete Brown here, Mickey Settlemeyer, Jay Steen, Dan of New Jersey, Absolute Mayhem, the original Paramutant. No, I don't get bong burps anymore. Thank God. Oh, God, I used to get those bad. Frank Corcoran. Awesome. Gang's all here. We got 32 people watching. Nice. Give us one of them. Big old thumbs ups. And I think MG Music. That's it. Did I say MG Music before? Probably not, but that's what it is. Cool pedals. They got one with a pig's tail on it. And that's the technical term. And it makes all weird sounds, like with your delay. It changes your delay time or something by whipping it. So you can. It just looks like an old CB antenna type thing off the old walkie-talkie military style. So it's just sticking to the pedal. You can just give her a boot with your favorite pair of Vans while you're on stage, right? You know, it's almost like kicking one of those door stopper things. I think. Not quite sure, but you know, it's a must-have on the pedal board. Just saying. Oh dear Lord, there he is. Pops. Bumblebest is here as well.
Ketchup.
Lovely Sandra Pope. If you want to know Sandra's last name, ask Quentin.
Hey, Sandra Picorni.
William De Silva, Brad Guitar Miller in the house. Awesome. That's Echo, folks. It's got, I'm not saying Porky Pigs on it because that would be copyright, but just saying. I think I need one of those in my life.
So I guess we can say that this edition of Canucks with Guitars is truly Canucks with Guitars.
It is. It is not just honorary Canadian, but full on by, we're not showing birth certificates and or passports, but we're from here.
Yeah.
And we had an honorary Canuck on last night.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, anybody that's watched Steve from Boston for more than a day and a half knows he's always had the strong Canadian presence in his live chats for years. Unfucking believable ass, is Terry's mic on? No, he's just answering one-word answers. The funny part is you did freeze there for a moment. Yeah, it was a great show, Mayhem. I always have a blast with it when I get to hang out with Steve. And I hope if you haven't already, everyone should be subbed to Steve's channel because, and he just recently passed the 75,000. They should be 75 million, but I don't know who said it last night, but, the more I thought about it, Terry, they're right. Steve is the Jackie Gleason of the YouTube world.
Yeah,
because he is a pure entertainer. He can entertain you playing guitar. He can just tell a story.
He really is, and that's the thing I think I've always loved about Steve ever since I followed him years upon years ago, and it was just like you said last night. It started with the Chipsons. And then it was like all of a sudden you stuck around a bit longer, and it's like, oh, wait a second, this guy's more than just about Chipsons. There's definitely there's something more here. And then it's like, wait a second, okay, Berkeley graduate, and it's like, well, holy crap, this guy's like really cool. And then out of nowhere, when he actually opened up more and started sharing those stories, it was just like, wow. And the great stories that he has.
You should probably try goosing your mic. Now Sandra's saying you're pretty quiet.
Well, that's weird. I just actually hit
because you keep leaning back. You're all like in full Raquel tour mode here, Terry. So you're all eased way back. That's fine.
I've actually been
listening to you too.
Yeah, like right now I'm looking at the preamp on my DI box, and I'm actually going into the red.
It's not clipping. I wouldn't even say it's breaking up. It's adding a very slight rasp, if anything. It's right there. But hey, Rhodey's Jam Cave. Oh, yeah, Randy was saying the same thing. Well, there we go. All right, Pete Brown loves Steve. I saw Brown's fan in here. Hey, buddy. Michael B. Speaking of Massachusetts cats. And I did ask off air, and we forgot to ask Terry during Steve's show. See, I told him last night this was going to be a recap of his show from last night. I actually talked to him off air before the show because we forgot to. I was saying how, because especially since he started going live every week, we feel like we know him that much more. Like we know about the possible water damage in the basement week to week, the roof, the trips to the dump, the van, hanging out with Bobby, we feel a part of it. So I was like, so did you get the new couch? Because we forgot to ask on Saturday night. He goes, yeah, we did. So I got the couch story.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And we're just sitting there. And that's why we're a couple minutes late starting, because we're having the couch story. And you don't interrupt Uncle Steve when he tells the story. So.
Hello to the
Hey, there's Big G and Janice Lala. Nice. So if you have any questions for either of us folks, ask away. questions for the panel, questions for me, questions for Terry, questions about guitars, pedals, amps,
or
life,
computer-related
snow,
socials, snow.
So did you get? Oh, have you been taking it up the wazoo all day for snow? Because we have. It's been snowing since I woke up today.
Actually, it had snowed, but today it's been melting. So
lucky.
There's no snow here.
That was the thing. It started out as kind of that pellety type granular stuff, and then it got into big, like I've seen it all today, and then it's been hovering around the freezing mark, so that produced the big flakes for a while. So we got a good 6 inches here. Shut up, Brad.
What snow?
Yes. Brad. Does anyone know what's going on with Phil Mosley? I haven't heard from Phil in a year. I hope he's doing well. It's melting in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, I kept thinking all day today. I was like, you know what? I'll go out and shovel the snow once it stops. And it hasn't. Hey, Mark Randall. So that's my deal for tomorrow. Fruitcake Tony asks, have I worn my Boner Jams shirt in public? Why, yes. I believe I may even worn it out one day last year when I was shooting demos. I think. There may be some guitar demos on here where I'm wearing the Boner Jams shirt. The one, the only, the original Captain Sexy.
Actually, it's perfect for going to the beer store to get your beer, eh?
Oh, yeah. They love a raid. Yeah, oh, it really turns ladies on down at the Dollarama, eh? Hey, Stephen Douglas.
I got asked a question about my hair.
Oh, and a guitar question. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I lost the, let's see.
Well, while you look, Charles75N says, looking to replace a bridge on a telly-shaped object. Okay. Compensated brass saddles or 6 individual saddles like a player telly. Thoughts?
Ooh.
Well, Charles, not going to call you Chuck because I've never seen you appear in public as Chuck. What am I looking for? A Telecaster. Right. It's like, what are we talking? There's one. It's got to be the right one.
Here's what I can tell you in regards to the few times I've dealt with telly bridges. The inherent problem is what the actual bridge is in the first place. Because not all telly bridges are the same.
Is my vintage 71 telly. When I got it, I was told to gig with it. One of the things I did to make it giggable was, boom, modern 6-saddle bridge, which is a direct replacement. You do not need to drill any additional holes. It will right in there. And I dig it. And like I say, you can always change it back if you need to. You can actually intonate all the strings, which is awesome. I found, especially with the vintage style ones, inherently they have the old height screws just way up, so it's like palm muting a pitchfork, which is never fun. Some people say this is inferior metal because it's not brass or solid stainless or something. It's more of a pot metal, whatever. Don't care. It's 6 saddles, and it doesn't carve up my hand, and it feels good. Intonates, tunes.
Just for...
And it's in tune right now.
And just for intensive purposes.
That's your traditional brass saddle, right? Yep.
This is compensated brass saddle Wilkinson bridge.
Nice.
And
the only thing I don't care for with the compensated ones, which I've heard on occasion, and yes, they are susceptible to burring. And people breaking strings on them, as opposed to like, on the other hand,
this is awesome that we actually got guitars that we can actually kind of pick up and show people.
It's almost like we know what we're doing, eh?
Yeah.
It's so Mackenzie Brothers. Okay. So here we have an example of an OG, and it's just chunks of threaded rod.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what the worst part is? String spacing. You're at the mercy of wherever the threads are. Yeah. And they'll skip out, and I've got ones that are half into the height adjuster, and it's a bitch to get the string spacing on this one correctly. I don't think that's on. Yeah, don't you know? No, that's a Minnesota thing. That's not a Canadian thing. Take off. Take off, eh? Brad's been trolling us the whole show, eh?
But yeah, well,
sorry.
That seems to be the common thing across Fender instruments, is the bridges not having a grooved saddle per se.
No.
So they have that tendency to kind of skip.
They can wander.
Same thing as like Jazzmaster and Jaguar. That's a big prime example of one.
Start on those goddamn bridges. The ones that will float back and forth. Your intonation could go back and forth an eighth of an inch, depending on if you're palm muting it. Or, hey, Bethalco and Orion Crest, yo!
And just to quickly answer Michael B. It's actually funny. I had somebody say, "Oh, I love what you did with your hair. You got a haircut," and it's like, no, actually, I haven't done it.
Ponytail
back. So it's like,
Brad says, "Why have you not changed to the brass?" Especially on the 71, it's got a brass nut. And I think it'd be awfully bright with a brass nut and brass saddles. That's a lot of brass. Other than that, I don't know. Do they do a 6 individual brass? And I'm not talking about that weird. It's like, it looks like the vintage Telly saddles, but there's 6 of them. And so all it is height screws, essentially. Yeah. And it's just, you're like, no.
Yeah, no, they're friggin'.
Hey, James Severn.
It's just like I missed out on getting a Babbitt's individual 6 saddle gold colored bridge. Okay. And it was that would have been
good to see you, man. Never go full Seagal. Never go. Islander Winder. I like brass saddles better. Brass is warmer sounding than steel, not so bright. Yep. That's true. Steel saddle will be brighter than brass.
Or like titanium. That's one thing that I think some people don't like about titanium.
That can be bright. Shrill, if you will.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to rhyme there.
Well, again, that's that big argument again, like when people talk about fret wire.
Right.
The difference between stainless steel fret wire, Jescar Evo, and regular nickel fret wire. And a lot of people, they say there's no difference. Other people, they say there's tons of difference.
Vin's RJ. Good to see Vin's RJ in here again. I think again. I've seen him around, at least. Let's say that. Once you fret a note, the brass nut is really out of the equation.
Yeah. I think that's a fair statement.
Rody's Jam Cave ordered an Epiphone ES339 today. Sounds like a 6-week wake. Ooh, yeah. 6 weeks? That's not bad. Hey, Half Ace.
We might know a guy that might be able to speed it up a day or two. But we couldn't guarantee.
I don't know. Well, that same guy, let's just say somebody's waiting on an SG and he knows the same guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why that one that we saw online wasn't purchased, Terry. Because somebody went, hey, before you do that, let me see. And I think somebody's helping him out. Which I have no issue with that because that's the way the world goes round, and Steve does a lot of positivity, for that company.
Yeah, I agree.
What? Oh, I'm so heartbroken. I gotta smoke a bowl. God damn it.
Oh no, Captain Ketchup's losing his woman.
I definitely sealed that last night. Have you heard that pop? That was some sealed freshness. Oh yeah, it sounded like damn near like cork in a wine bottle.
And hello to Half Ace, Pete Brown, James Severin, and anyone else.
I'm just gonna say Thomas Santiago. I'm not singing the song again, the extended version. You know what happened? I got a little high the other night, Terry, and I was in a live stream watching Larkin. I saw Thomas in the live stream. Possibly, you know what? I think it was during Nez Says. And I had whole thing because I've been reading his name to this. Every time I read his name or say hi to him in chat, I'm always singing it in my head to, Copacabana. And I just started working out. He comes from upstate New York. It's just it's work in progress. Expect a video at some point. There's Sir Lawrence of the Pedals.
Well, I don't have a matching tone toque, so we can't be like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh yeah, I forgot to wear
that. That actually would have been funny, thinking about it now. If you would have had the LPD Toucan and I had the LPD Toucan, and it could have been like, hey, how's it going, eh? I'm Bob. He's Doug.
I don't even think anybody else has even rocked a tone toque. Like, what other companies doing tone toques? That pedal show did toques.
Yeah, I think so.
Except they got it wrong. They call it a beanie. What the hell? Like, support the Commonwealth brothers. It should be a toque.
Oh, absolute mayhem.
Hashtag get curious tone toque.
That's one thing. In the winter, I like wearing a toque. I don't know if I could wear it year round.
You know what? You know what's weird? I used to wear a ball cap 24/7, and then I got rid of. That's not a beanie. A beanie has a propeller on it. Fruitcake Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not open that can of worms. Well, apparently Brad Miller's getting a tone toque because his shipped out today. Unless he's got something else. Oh, he's got a Fender toque. Nice. Fair enough. Damn it. What I was going to say is a lot of the demos coming out soon. Ooh, a Cosmo Music toque. That's cool. Lawrence's delay features heavy in it. And you're going to see a delay coming out soon, Terry. In a limited run, especially those that are on the mailing list, folks. If you're not on the LPD mailing list, you're a goof. Just a goof. And I say that because the delay, he's already tweaked it and modded it since the one I got. Yeah. So I think there's even more delay time involved.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And nailed the tone. He was sending samples. He was like, does this sound like yours? I'm like, I think it sounds like mine. He was like, good. I'm like, it sounds more brighter at the end. He's like, yeah, I'm not adjusting any tone through that sound recording. That's same. Oh. I'm like, well, I'm hearing stuff. Leave me alone. Is that an Amazon affiliate link? Mayhem? No. It doesn't pay the bills around here. We put the Lawrence's tone toque in the comments. Like Brad, he's trying to redeem himself for calling me out earlier twice. Haven't forgot. If I go on eBay and type in toque against zero, well, because you typed in tuck. Well, and Fruitcake Tony, just because people have it wrong doesn't make it right. The majority are wrong doesn't make it right. It's a toque, especially if it's got a pom-pom on it, for God's sake. That's full-on toque. And you can go full-on toque. I'm tempted to get my CBC radio toque. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
It's got a pom-pom damn near the size of a softball on her.
Oh, wow.
Don't make me do it, Tony. Don't make me do it.
That's crazy.
See, everyone, I don't know. I need to calm down. That's the problem.
Let me just for a second.
We should also mention eBay, American company. They don't know. Don't know. Bet you though. Go to hudsonsbay.ca, not .ca. You type in beanie, they're going to give you maybe a hat with a propeller, if anything. You type in toque, 27 pages. That was the previous woolen or was it woolen ski cap? It was like, no, toque. One syllable.
Woolen ski cap. Oh my god. Oh, jeez.
Tony says, I'm going to get one with a pom-pom just for you. Dude, I have toques with pom-poms. I have several toques with pom-poms. In fact, I prefer toques with pom-poms because if not,
God, it's been years since I've had one with a pom-pom on it. A lot of the ones I have now are just none. Just looks more like a beanie kind of thing.
Sad, Terry. You can buy pom-poms at a Michael's or something, right? Just put a little Velcro on it. It's like a toupee.
Well,
you can just transport it from toque to toque.
Let's put it this way, folks. How easy is it to get a toque that has a pom-pom on the top? You can go to the dollar store and get a toque with a pom-pom.
Well, because
they're like, that cheap and that common.
Well, we're Canadian. I think you're handed one at birth. Oh yeah. Come and think, all babies have toques. If you look at all the newborns in the hospital, they're all wearing toques. Especially the preemies. Preemies wear toques for months to assimilate themselves to be a proper human being. They are forced to wear toques for months on end. I don't know how we got on this.
So my cousin Tom, he came. He was at the hospital and they were giving birth to his nephew, and it was so amazing. His nephew came out of the womb and he was wearing a toque, and I was like, no way, he's already got a toque, man.
Post-birthing toque, exactly. The post-birthing toque.
Yeah. But just want to say it's actually nice being a co-host for a change and not actually having to do much moderating, if not at all. And again, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone, well, also including Ben, because Ben is
full
also
Mackenzie. You never go full Mackenzie, eh?
Just again. Just want to take a second to thank everyone who are moderators on YouTube. Again, I've said this in the past. Moderators don't get paid. Moderators are volunteer. They do it just because they love to support the person's channel.
And we do it at each channel's discretion as they want.
Yes.
There's stuff that's allowed on Steve's chat that isn't allowed on, say, the Tone Kings chat. And there's stuff allowed on the Tone Kings chat that's not allowed on my chat. And, as an example. So you got to play it by ear. So it's like fill your boots. All you're there is just sit there going, approve, 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 approve. Another time, what, no pay? Not, well, you know what? That's not true. We do get paid in shout-outs.
Yes, shout-outs and
which is fine. Thank yous.
Yes, shout-outs and thank yous. We get paid that.
Sandra, I will say Sandra is one of the best. I'm not going to say the best, one of the best, because I like to think I do a pretty decent job myself on occasion. Certain channel, it's hard.
Us Mackenzie
not going to name any transplanted Canadians living on the West Coast. That have 700 plus people watching, and he likes to give 5-minute answers to questions. Just saying.
I was just saying to myself, yes, we Mackenzie brothers have a good reputation.
Exactly.
Throughout the YouTube community.
BC Rich 581 got it right. karmic wages.
Yep.
BC, I'm not going to name names. Just saying.
But again, I haven't seen anyone who has been put into a moderator role who hasn't done a good job moderating and shown good judgment. And to me, that really truly is the thing. Is it really needs to be for people to have good judgment on how to deal with stuff. So again, just quickly to end this, to get back to Ben.
You're right. I really want to go over my head. I'm like, even people I don't care for on a personal level, and I know don't care for me, have just still been fair with me when I've been in chats where they've been moderating.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So again, thank you very much to all you individuals out there doing it. And again, keep up the great work. Keep the community real and true to itself. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the former birthday boy.
Yo, Dylan. What's up, dude?
That's so funny that my birthday was last week, and Dylan's was also last week, I think a day or two after me.
Nice. Moderator union? Nah.
Moderator union? Oh, nope. God.
It's all contract. It's all like independent contracts. Okay, International Moderators Day would be cool. I want a day, man. I want a day.
That would be, I'm surprised with all this people that actually create these like days of appreciation or celebrations or whatnot. I'm surprised that they haven't done a Moderator's Day yet. I mean, they've put out how many damn things like Pancake Day and
Loyal and Ancient Order of the Virtual Spanner and Wrench Turners. I love it.
That's awesome.
All right, somebody needs to get on a shirt design for that. Make it all looking all fancy schmancy and stuff. Or we make it look like a complete Union shirt, like full on, just your regular, like you were on the Union softball team.
Oh,
I want to be local 420.
It just makes me think of, it just gives me Glenn Fricker t-shirt vibe. Yeah, Glenn Fricker t-shirt.
Oh, good to see Tito's back. Always a pleasure. Remember, folks, if you're new watching, not Tito, he's returning. But if you're new and watching, please subscribe. We're halfway through the show. Let's mention the channel supporter people. You can kind of see Lawrence sneaking in down here. It says made in as USA. That's Arizona for people outside of America.
Thankfully, there was no typo on that.
Oh, well, I didn't make it. That's why there's no typo. You kidding? I'm lifted it from Lawrence. So where's the banners? There it is.
Yes, channel sponsors, awesome.
Boom! LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch, FU Tone, Vibraprint, Flipside Music, 10 Solo Music Co. I think it's for company. Never know. It just says Co. And Ardens Music. Speaking of these guys, let's see, coming out. Lawrence has a crap ton of pedals coming out soon, including a re-release of, I believe, the Vermin in another run, iteration, possibly White? Or was that already happened? I don't know. I'm dropping stuff that I probably shouldn't. Delays, possibly the reiteration of the Lost Dutchman. Just stay tuned. Get the emails. I told you. Who do we got next? Reno Fin Custom Guitars. What's up with Travis? I haven't heard from Travis in a while. Should touch base. Last I heard, West Coast base, but hey, I ran into him in Trenton last month, so there we are. So figure that out. Who do we got next? Tesi Switch, Rob. Rob's always got stuff happening. Use coupon code Canucks and save, I think, 15%. It says down below. F.U. Tone, great cats. One of the OG sponsors of the channel. Adam, great guy. Who is next? Damn it. We're going long form here, folks. Yeah, LPD's going to make me go broke too. Unfucking believable. Don't worry about it. I know. All right, we got Vibraprint. Use coupon code Canuck. I don't think it's plural. Save 10%. Oh. You can ask Brad Miller. I'm pretty sure he's doing some work with Vibraprint on something. Maybe. I don't know. Another rumor, innuendo, happenstance, all of the above. Yep. Flipside Music, link down below. Check him out. Dylan, he's an expert. He's in the chat. See, he's so smart, Terry. He even shows up in this chat. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. He knows his stuff. They've got like 1 billion pedal. Actually, you know what? They were bragging 1,100 pedals. Well, I can say 1099 because I'm pretty sure they just sold out of a limited run pedal.
Oh, a certain O drive?
She gone.
Nice.
Not sure if I'm supposed to say who bought it. I got a little screenshot of someone's order that put in the old in order into flippy side. Just saying.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll have to be another run of those.
Maybe, Lawrence. I don't know. I don't know if I meant, actually, after I got the message, I meant to message Lawrence to say, do we have any left? Are we sold out? Should I do? I know. Yeah, exactly. One word. She gone.
Yeah.
One word.
Or could it be possibly improved on?
Terry, don't get me into the modding of my own. Well, no, because that's what it was designed for. It's not an overdrive. It's more of a boost drive.
So I guess we won't be seeing any deluxe versions.
You wait till Donner releases their knockoff. That's when will be a video. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, you know, if your pedal is made it when it's picked up by Joyo or Donner or one of those other companies and cloned.
And me being oblivious enough, I will get one used in a trade, as I often do with the jungle based
exactly.
And I'll plug it in. I'm like, wow, this sounds familiar. 4-knob layout. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow. It's like, that is so crazy.
Thank you, Sam, for posting the links, by the way. Right, sponsors. Tangents. 10 Solo Music, link down below. Vola.
And in the side chat.
Yeah, in side chat. And what the hell was the name of that pedal company? MG? MG Pedals.
Yeah, MG Music.
MG Music. Even better, Terry. The full remembrance. See? Life choices. He's got some other cool stuff there. He gets in some used gear from time to time. Strings as well. What else we got? Ardens Music here. The OG sponsor. They've been supporting me. Christ, I don't know. Oh, do you figure when I took lessons there in 1990? Does that count?
Wow. Yeah, that would
you know what I mean? Because I wasn't part of the regular lesson plan. Like, I didn't have to go to the Ardens School of Music, which involved doing a recital.
Ardens Music Academy.
Exactly. I didn't have to do that. My songbook was AC/DC's Greatest Hits.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But if I forgot the songbook, my punishment was country.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely be punishment.
And you're thinking,
being AC/DC.
That's 1990. You were getting into the Clint Blacks and the Travis Tritts and... Oh, no. Because when this guy, his day job was running the music store, but his evening job was playing pedal steel.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. Now thinking about it, in the '90s, the grunge era was coming to an end, and coming into 2000, if I remember correctly, that was when the whole country music phase or vibe came or whatever there.
Garth Brooks hit the same time as Nirvana. It was like within a year. Like they were basically neck and neck. Like I hear, Nirvana was making waves at the start of grade 12 in high school, and by the end of grade 12, Garth Brooks was also in the conversation. And prior to the 12th grade, even though I went to a very, rural school in many ways, I knew one dude that listened to country prior to 1992.
Everybody
And he
went
listened to
from
country his whole life. And he was into country music. I'm like, all right, I get it. Whatever. But he was the only guy. Oh, and yeah, pedal steel. Oh, I want a pedal steel so bad. You haven't heard pedal steel, Terry, till you throw it into maybe like the Lost Dutchman amount of gain. Nice breakup on it.
that,
And then into a
sound
phase
pretty
90.
nice.
And a phase 90. Oh, phaser on a pedal steel. Forget about it.
It's
No.
actually funny. I still think of that when I think of pedal steel. And the next town over from where I am actually had one of the highest quality made pedal steel makers in North America who had a big name. And that was a gentleman named Eddie Faluca.
Yep. I know the name. Because there's not a lot of established pedal. Well, you mentioned it because pedal steel, what is it? The Pedal Steel Hall of Fame, I guess, because everybody has a Hall of Fame. Hall of Famer and longtime session player lives 40 minutes up the road. Al Briscoe.
Nice.
Al Briscoe has been recording in Nashville since literally, I believe, the 60s. And he owns looks online like a music store, Steel Guitars Canada, which I came across online. I'm like, holy crap, there's a steel guitar place locally? I'm going. It says by appointment only. Hey, we all live in a short yellow bus. Love that name. And so we just showed up one day, Richie and me, right? And it turns out it's just like a separated 2-car garage from the guy's house that he's converted into a showroom type thing.
Yeah.
And so he's got a handful of amps. I remember he carried a line of amps that were endorsed and designed by Vince Gill. I'm like, what? Vince Gill's doing amps?
Wow.
Dude, these things were loud and clean and beautiful, like very Fendery, just awesome. And he's like, well, I'm not usually open. He was about to leave. Hey, PJ and the Beard? Yeah, John Bolger's new pedal steel built-in phaser. Oh, no shit.
Wow.
That's awesome. Okay. John's even cooler in my books. That's cool. So we show up, and he was kind of like, oh, I was going to go out and do some run around. Who are you pesky kids, essentially? And this is only, I don't know, 10, 11 years ago. And we're like, yeah, blah, blah, I want to check out some steel guitars, blah, blah. And he looked at me, and he's like, do I know you? And I'm like, no. And he's like, what's your dad's name? So I tell my dad's name. My dad, of course, knows him. Just digging in the area, everybody, you know each other, right? He's like, oh, how's he doing anyways? I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We talk for a few minutes. Come on in, all right? Next thing I know, he's showing us the amps. Hey, Laz, good to see you, my friend. And he's like, check out these amps. So he starts coming in with this beautiful pedal steel stuff, right?
Yeah.
He was trying out a couple different amps, so he had 2 different steel guitars set up. One was 8-string and one was 10-string. He didn't have a full, And he's just doing some basic stuff, and then he's like, you ever play? I'm like, no, but I've always... And so I was looking at a basic unit. I think it was he's like, check this out. It was a basic 6-string with 3 pedals. You can do a lot with 6 strings and 3 pedals. Wow. Maybe it was only 2 pedals. Doesn't matter. It was cool. He's like, check this out. I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome. And it didn't have any of the knee bars as well or any of that stuff, because for those who don't know, the full-on, 10 strings, which is not tuned even low to high, it's like low, higher, really high, lower. It's like it's mixed up like a harp.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But you're playing, you got this hand doing this, you got this hand doing that. Your right foot is constantly riding the volume pedal. Your left foot, it's running your cam bars. Your knee is running the knee bars that are running other cams. So, yeah, both hands, both feet in the knee.
Jeez.
And then you see some of those guys singing backup, too, and I'm like, how? Yeah. See, Mayhem? Yeah, I'm putting it off. I'm pretty sure Amanda doesn't work tomorrow, so she doesn't need a ride. And unless I have to go somewhere, the driveway doesn't need to be done. And I will get to it. Just fire up the snowblower, Mayhem. Don't go shovel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Ooh, damn it! I don't know how much gas I have for the old blower. I may have to do the old siphonation situation. And modern vehicles, they're pretty much all siphon proof too. You can't just stick a hose in there and just give her a couple hauls on her, and next thing you know, you're getting a free tank of gas.
and not unless you expect the cops not to show up as well too, because somebody sees you and reports it.
Well, it's like, do you have rednecks in Canada? I don't know. I don't recall ever filling up a jerry can at a gas station, Terry, until I was well into my teens.
Wow.
Every time we need to fill up a jerry can, you just siphoned it out of one of the cars.
It's actually funny, at one point in time when I was in my early teens, I actually did work across the road at back in my old area where I grew up. There was a convenience store / gas station, so I did the gas there. So I actually filled up cherry cans at one point in time at
I hated doing that.
12 or so.
Fucking all bent over, your back's aching, wind blowing right up your back every time. See how unbelievable?
Yeah, cheers, unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh. I always seen. I worked at a variety of gas. I wasn't a gas jockey. I was a petroleum transfer technician. As I. Hey, Preston Smith. See, Unbelievable's leaving. Preston's coming in. Just takes his seat. There we go. Yeah. Islander Winder. He doesn't shovel snow. You got a snowblower or you're snowed in. It's one or the other out on the rock. I know. They do a fun game out on the coast, folks. You ever heard the game after it snows called Find the Car? Where you walk out over the snow with a broomstick and you're going through trying to find the roof of the car. Yeah, that's fun, Terry. Oh yeah, I've heard the stories. Dad grew up out there. Oh, I know.
Just don't do like Adam Carolla did on the one episode of Top Gear USA, which was he had this big brainstorm idea of I'm going to get rid of the snow by using a flamethrower. So he gets in this vehicle with this big-ass flamethrower, and he starts pouring the flames to the big snowbank. And then they're like, hey, wait, stop. He goes, what's wrong? I got rid of the snow. And they're like, but did you realize the car underneath the big pile of snow? And then you look, there's all the top hood of the cars all melted in. It's as much as you know it's a setup, but it was still thinking oh my god. See
some Yahoo, they'll do the old blowtorch on the driveway to clear this. It's and then it's going to refreeze into a sheet of ice. Now you're fucked.
Yep. The biggest ingenious thing yet was that one lady in the suburbs around, what was it there? Around Newmarket or whatever. She got famous on, I think it was Twitter or something. It actually traveled onto YouTube. And it was she goes, I don't shovel my driveway or wipe off my car. I have something else to do that. And then she pulls out the big-ass air leaf blower, plugs it in, boo, and it just blows all the snow. And she goes, "Oh, I guess I should do the driveway too." She blows it all down to the street, and it's like, oh my god. But okay, it works.
Brad's done gas station work in Cleveland in the winter. Okay, there you go. I get it. Yep.
Oh,
I used to do. I did. Oh, geez, what was that? The winter of '98 through '99. That was the year when the mayor had to call in the army in Toronto from all the blizzards. It was just like a blizzard every day for like 9 days in a row. We were getting a foot of snow every day for 9 days in a row. And they're just like, yeah, we can't put it anywhere at this point. Like, that was the problem, was where do you put all the snow when you go to remove it? You know? And yeah. I remember at that time, I was working the 6 a.m. shift at a gas station.
Oh.
Guess what? The guy who would come to plow the place would show up usually by 8. So really, I was shoveling out the gas station every day. No. It's like, well, we'll make one path to the pumps. Yeah.
Welcome Preston to Guitar 45, and welcome back, Janice.
Yeah, welcome back. Well, we'll go for a little while longer here, folks. Any last-minute questions, concerns? Oh, I'm getting a message. My connection is unstable. Well, that makes sense, because I'm unstable.
When you consume enough beer and do enough bong hits.
Oh, God. Can you imagine pumping gas in Winnipeg? No deal. No deal.
Oh, my God. That would be
Screw that.
nuts.
You need gas, you're pumping it yourself. I'm staying in the kiosk.
Oh, look, Michael Krause in the side chat. I've used a leaf blower.
Yeah, that powdery stuff. Yeah, like the wispy stuff. I get it.
And I've used a weed torch on snow.
Well, like that's the stuff, right, Terry? Like, even if you got a 30-foot driveway, you can just walk behind the shovel, because even after 30 feet, it's barely filled half the shovel.
Yeah, true. Laz is asking what we've talked about for the last hour that I missed.
A lot of this.
Channel sponsors, varying things regarding Canadiana, like toques, shoveling snow.
Oh, yeah, there was toque talk. There was a whole toque segment. Well, I taught Laz about the toque, because he's got the pedal show toque.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think he may have said it was, in fact, called a toque, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, good, they know that. I may have to retract my bitch about them from earlier.
And very welcome, Janice. You know, we really appreciate all the time you take actually watching our videos. So, I mean,
hell yeah.
People really should give Janice more support and thanks. And
yeah, also, Janice. Maybe one of the mods can throw Janice's channel in the chat.
Yeah.
Please.
And hope your mouth is feeling much better today as well.
If someone hasn't done it. No, it's not an LPD hat. The contest was not for an LPD hat. You're not getting my tone hat. You're getting a different tone hat, Preston. See, now I'm getting trolled by the fellow Canucks. What the deuce? Is there a full moon tonight? It is above 0. Just check, 2 degrees. Perfect.
I don't know.
Maybe any time it's above 0 in February in Canada.
Maybe I should have went the full Bob and Doug.
That's fair. Preston just couldn't remember, and that's based off certain lifestyle choices, and that's fine.
I was just gonna say maybe I shouldn't have went the full Bob and Doug McKenzie mode then.
if there's a YouTube show to do it on, Terry, right?
Yeah, true enough.
Like, was it last week? I literally, we showed a 5-minute video of Bob and Doug McKenzie, and it wasn't even one of their own segments. I didn't get copywritten for that either.
They did or didn't?
No, I didn't. So I was like, sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So.
Well, I mean, in that regard,
thank you,
it would have to be like the It would have to be whoever was presenting the award show at the time, which
maybe,
probably would have
yeah.
been CBC.
I wonder if we'd get tagged if we played their single. God, I wish they did a music video for that song.
Yeah.
But it was right at that point where, who knew?
Like, I'm surprised. Like, that was even shocking for me because, you know, back in the day, I was definitely one of the Canadianas that actually followed Bob and Doug quite a bit. Well, in fact, I mean, I sent you that book.
Yep. Which was funny because then when you sent it to me, I took a picture of it and sent it to Doug. Right? He goes, "Yeah, I got that book." I'm like, "Of course you do."
Jeez. Oh God. But that was an awesome book. But I mean,
guitar bass question. Amber, natural actually, but it could be the lights and the filters. Islander Winder. Labatt's was doing stubbies. Remember that, Terry? I had a case of stubbies a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they did the limited edition stubbies.
Yeah, you had to pay. You had paid extra. Oh well.
Yeah, I think it was like
slightly
$10 or so.
Now, I guess apparently. Yes, they did that song with Geddy Lee. So this here is my Ernie Ball Music Man Access Super Sport. She's a hardtail model in the Au Naturel, made in the US of A. It's got the locking tuners. It's got a compensated nut. It's my only guitar that has a compensated nut, which I really hope I never have to replace because I've never seen one on the shelf in this area.
I was going to say, is it that one or is it the other one that Amanda likes?
She likes the other one.
She's definitely got expensive taste, doesn't she?
Well, actually, this one I think is actually worth more.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because of the hardtail and auto tuning or fine tuners on the hardtail.
Well, they're both hardtails.
Yeah.
The difference is, and yes, who was asking about this? Oh, Vince. Yeah. Well, hey, if he's interested in this one, he might be interested in the Wolfgang too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, oh yeah, forgot fret spread. Thanks for bringing that up, Mayhem. God damn it. Stainless frets too. So they're just like little razor blades sticking out. Oh yeah, they're sharp. Steel. And vintage size, so small and excuse me. So yeah, both hardtails, but made in Japan.
Oh.
Made in America.
Ooh.
Right?
It's that whole
Wolfgang pickups, DiMarzio, Air Norton, and Tone Zone.
It's actually funny when you're holding them up. I never actually noticed the body style differences between them.
Well, yeah. Much more Telecaster-esque on the original design. The PV, I think, has even more of a horn. And then they brought it back a bit on the EVH. Seems to me they seem to have a bit of a longer appearing body.
Yeah.
But which ironically enough is JJ has a trem version of that's like the brother to this.
Yeah.
And Caleb has the brother to this, a made in Japan special with a Floyd.
That's awesome.
So it's like I'm like, I'm not good with the wiggle sticks. Just give me the hardtail versions. And it's kind of cool that we each have like brother guitars to each other. So, and you'll see them in various videos. I've been using this one. I was using this one, but then the fret sprout was kind of getting to be a hassle. So I switched to this one for some videos recently.
Yeah.
What the hell was I doing? There's an overdrive coming out this week and a fuzz.
Ooh, a fuzz.
Yeah. And I don't know those who caught one of last week's demos that I mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned in the video or not that apparently I sat on the dang remote as soon as I started the video. So I shot an entire video without shooting an entire video till right at the end of the video.
I seen that and I was like, what the heck?
So, yeah, that was on the Joyo Ultimate Drive. So then sometimes I'll say, hey, leave a comment on blah, 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 totally unrelated to the video. I'll say that usually in the repair videos.
Yeah.
And if it's been a while, hey, sis, good to see you.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah. Well, better put these away. So, where was I going? Damn it. What was I talking about?
About shooting the demos and about you sat on the remote.
And then saying random things. So I get a lot of people say, that's just like an OCD clone, eh? I'm like, yeah, no shit. I mentioned it in the video. Or, nope, that was in the first version. I already mentioned it. I didn't bother mentioning it again.
Oh, man.
Because that was the hard thing, is to remember to mention, any pertinent information. And forgot. All right, I gotta put these back. The strap buttons into my thighs.
BC Rich makes an interesting statement here, and he says, if PV isn't defunct, it's well on its way to being out.
Oh yeah. Fully agreed. Because they're essentially pro audio now and a little bit of guitar.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when I started as being, of course, as a lot of people know, I had the PV Viper. I had 3 PV Vipers. I had an original 30. I had the Tube 60, and then the last one I had was the VIP 2. And it was like, as soon as the support for that amp started kind of drying up, and I noticed there was a lot less talk about future models, I was like saying to myself, that's not a good sign. And when they ultimately ditched the Viper Pro altogether and moved it back, that was just the VIP series, I was like, that's not a good sign at all for them in the way of like the modeling amps.
It was and I think you could almost, like, PV would have been dead 20 plus years ago, and you would have never seen the Viper if it wasn't for the 5150 amp.
Yeah.
And not because one inspired the other, is because they sold so many 5150 amps that that was what sealed the deal. I think that kept that company afloat for a long time. The power amp, PV power amps, I have, actually, I think both my power amps might be PVs. I always used PV for power amps. For all my PA systems, the mains, which are where did I move them? Oh yeah, I moved them into the laundry room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were PVs because I remember my dad used PVs with Black Widow speakers in the 80s. And I didn't realize Black Widows had progressed. So I walked into Ardens because they've been, PV dealer for a quarter century at that point or whatever. I said, hey, do they still make Black Widows? Like, yep. They're not cheap. I'm like, oh yeah? Like, what do you need? I'm like, I need a pair of 15s. Like, okay. It'll be blah, blah, blah. And they gave me a deal. Like, a deal. I was like, sweet, because PV, they allow a lot of wiggle. Like, they shoot their dealers a deal. So, it's like some items only have 20% markup. Other items, they have 40% markup. Yeah, exactly. They're not cheap. I think they retailed for like $600 a piece for these speakers, Terry. $600 per speaker.
Sounds about right.
And then he was like, well, the latest generation are Kevlar impregnated. I'm like, sweet. I can drive anything through those speakers and they're not going to break apart. If they're Kevlar impregnated cones, woo.
Yep.
And
and that was the other thing too.
I used them for years. Never had a single fart out of them.
Yeah, and they were also innovative with that design for the Black Widow with the replaceable back cap when the speaker could go bad, and it was because of that. So that was also a cheap
rebuildable speaker. Yeah. Yep. Well, it used to be you used to be able to buy cone kits for speakers. You can recone your own speakers. That's gone. That's like that's like gapping your own spark plugs. it's gone.
But yeah, in regards to PV, well, I mean, the other thing with PV too,
Nice,
that I
the
have.
Barman 45. Ooh, original PV 5150 head. Nice.
Wow.
121.
And it actually works.
That would annoy the neighbors.
Oh.
Oh, those original ones are sweet. You just got to replace
yeah.
the tubes over time. Hey, Brian.
Yeah, I was just going
I
to
caught
say,
some,
like...
oh, Terry, did you catch any of Brian's show earlier? I caught some of it. I had to dip out, obviously, to set this up. But he had one of his bandmates from Smear on with him tonight. It was good, and it was funny because it's like I remember Smear around back in the day, and I think Neil was his drummer, and the name of his previous band, I'd even rung a bell. And they said they had toured across Canada and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I know that name. And then it's like 11 p.m. Romance, I believe was the name of the other band. And I was like,
I missed that.
I
will go and check that out because I really do like I've heard some of Brian's previous stuff with his band, so that'd be cool to check out.
Yeah, he played some a live clip of them playing, which was awesome.
Awesome.
Brian had hair. Just saying. Ooh. Preston has a Scorpion in storage. Nice. Nice. Some people looked at them as the lesser speaker. Like if you couldn't afford a Black Widow, you got a Scorpion. But they were a great speaker as well.
Yeah, I had my first big amp that I got was PV Special 112 SE or something like that. So it was
a Special 112. That was a nice amp. The only that I wanted the Big Brother, which wasn't around forever, was the Special 150.
Yeah.
And because that was you had your sleeper cars, which was your car that looks like a grocery getter, but it was totally done up under the hood, right?
Yeah.
But it looked like grandma's car, right? And that was because it looked unassuming. It was just a little 112 combo, but it was 150 watts of solid. Well, yeah, they were solid state too, I think.
Mine was 180 watts with a Scorpion Plus in it.
Right. Yeah, and the 150 had the Black Widow, I remember.
And it was just like, I still remember the one.
150 was two. I gotta look that up now. That's gonna bug me.
I still remember I had it up in the house where I was staying, where I was working at a place in Port Severn, and I actually had it, and I decided to let it open, and I had it about 6 or 8, and I had people in the cove where the boats were calling into the management office and complaining about the loud sound from the guitar amp, and I was like, oh shit, sorry.
Oh, it's got to be solid state. They're going for 250 Canadian.
Yeah, they were all solid state. Trans-tube, solid state.
Oh, this was before trans-tube technology. I'm talking.
Oh, it must have been the predecessor. It must have been a predecessor.
Oh, yeah, 150 watts at 4 ohms, no less.
Yeah, that's just it. It was 4 ohm.
Loud.
And it's like...
Fuck. Yeah, with a bright switch. Yeah, because you need the bright, right?
Was it they had a bright, and then they had another... I think it was like an additional gain switch or something, which was just like insane as it was.
Yeah. See, it was up, Doc. Well, I had that ass of a distortion overdrive circuit, which was the same tone stack from the Rage right up through.
Yeah.
And it was assy. Yeah. Yeah, see, it was up, Doc. Have a great one. Let's, we were getting to about that time of night, so let's read off. Yeah, I got pedals here. Pedals to demo. Preview. There you go. That's it. That's it. There's 2 more over on the tone stand. No, shockingly, there's none on the floor. Oh, wait. What's this here?
It's all good, Sandra.
Oh, it's the Ultimate Drive.
Nice. That's what I said. Like,
that was nice. I think that might be a keeper. I don't see myself getting rid of that.
And like I said, it was weird, that observation that I made on that, how that tone acted more like a presence control than an actual tone control. I said that was so strange.
Yeah. Oh, what was I going to mention? Something there, and then there, and then that.
Channel sponsors,
Oh,
channel
yeah.
members.
So I worked on a pedal deal over the course of the weekend, eh?
Oh.
And being Canadian, because it's through the Kijiji. So, I said I'm willing to ship. So the guy's like, hey, what do you think of these? I was like, oh, they're cool. He goes, well, what do you want for this that you got? I'm like, I want all those because those aren't as good as this, but I can do some videos with those. And I already did a video with this. So I moved this to get those. And he's like, all right, well, I'll get them out in the mail on Monday. I'm like, yeah, same here. Sounds good, bud. Cheers.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like 9:05, maybe 9:30 this morning. I'm already up. Get a message from him. Dude, it's like freezing rain and blizzard here. I'm not getting out to the post office today. I'm like, yeah, dude, same here. Same weather. We're like, go ahead, brother. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dude, if you don't get it in the mail till Thursday, don't worry about just send me the tracking number when you get it in the post. You're cool, whatever, I already have your address because we're doing a trade. So if I want to be a dick about it,
yeah, exactly.
Like if you keep the pedal and don't send me anything, Terry, well, let's say the pedal's worth $100. You know where I live. I could drive to Simcoe, Ontario and back. Not if the dude's watching or lurking or anything. For $100, I kick in a C note for spite.
And later, Cushman, have a good night.
See you, Cushman. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. Thanks to the Mod Squad. Where's the banners? Yeah, I forgot the sponsors going the whole damn time. Let's turn them off. Because we're advertising. There we go. We want to shout out the patrons because they don't have a different color name in the chat like the members do. And the members, they stand out automatically, which is awesome. Excuse me. Canada C-Notes? Of course we do. $100 bill, right? C-Note. Isn't that what you use for the cocaine, I believe? I don't know. Because if you can afford one, you probably have the other, Terry. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, usually.
So you can become a Patreon. Sandra's been putting the link in the chat as well. Thank you very much, Sandra. I do appreciate all your efforts. Lovely lady. Check out her channel, too. She's got a new show. Sasquatch something or other.
Yeah.
So check out Sandra's channel, too, folks. Check it out. You can do it while I'm reading off the patrons. I want to thank Randy Crooks, Bent Tom, JP Page 2, Fruitcake Tony, Grumpy Mike Guitar, John ZD351, Craig Tomlinson, Blackjack Guitar Nut, Todd Flowers, Ivan Carter, Jose Benito Martinez Jr., Unfucking Believable, Knucklehead Zero, Brad Miller, Charles 75, and Absolute Mayhem, Joe C, Mickey Settlemeyer, Keith H, and George. No. George? No. Charles Green. Where I got George at the end. I saw
why.
I ran in a room, so Charles Green is Charles GRN, and I just saw it GR. I'm like, George? No. Swing and a miss.
You're having a flashback to Red Green Show. I think.
God. Story of my life. You mean that wasn't a documentary?
No.
Speaking of which, I don't know how many. We got some Canucks. There's Preston. There's Amanda. We've got you. I know it was shown in the U.S. Watch. So I'm watching Nez Says the other week, right? And he's got Arlen Roth on there. Arlen Roth, who did the Hot Licks guitar videos, right? How to play this, how to play that, blah, 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 blah. So he said he had, because Dave and Ty gave me a shout out in Canada. He goes, oh, yeah, Canada, blah, blah, blah. And turns out he remembered my dad. They had jammed together in the 70s, or they met. Wow. The name rung a bell with him. I'll say that much. The name rung a bell with him, right? That's Canada. Because he played with John Prine. Dad knew John Prine, blah, blah, blah. So he was talking about, so there's a guy, Terry, that's in Saskatchewan, possibly central or northern Saskatchewan, who has a lot of free time because he's in a forestry tower. So he decided to learn guitar. So immediately I type in the chat, Ranger Gord. Gord, right?
Oh my god, that's definitely bringing back memories.
Right. Well, like I'm like Saskatchewan watchtower for forest fires. I'm like, yep, that's Ranger Gord.
Oh my god, those were funny skits. Oh my god, those were funny. And the funny part is, it was so believable.
If you watch half my repair videos, you swear it was the Handman's Corner anyways. Because I do things the right way. Right, Brad? Yeah. Brad knows. I do every repair the right way. He's like, no, you don't. Late. Not even close, dude. Coming in late. Fashionably late as we're wrapping up Eddie Van Haskell.
Eddie.
Nice. So we covered that. We did the Q. We did some A's.
You didn't get to channel members, or are you doing channel members?
I never do. No, because they're a different color. That's why I said they get recognized. That's why the patrons get the shout-outs.
Yeah, true enough.
I know, Terry. I understand. Everybody tunes me out after a while. It just becomes white noise. You're like, oh, yeah, Ben's doing a spiel. I'll just start tuning in about another 35. And then you start like, what guitar am I going to play later?
Does this Canadian guy ever shut up? Like, oh my god.
I know,
I broke the truss rod on.
Ooh, Deja Blue. That sucks. Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you, Charles 75, and
excuse me. Thank you. So, any parting words, Terry? Sir Terry of the Tone.
Not really. I guess other than
that's like Tom the other night, right? Any parting words?
Yeah.
Nope. I'm like, what? Nope.
Well, I did say earlier that I have a package from Toman. It did finally show up, but because of how screwed up the mail system is, it never showed up at my house at the right time. So I actually have to go pick up the package.
Oh, you got to do the old signature for it?
Yeah, I got to do the signature. And the thing that sucks about it is because it is an Army replacement. Somehow Customs Canada has actually tagged it with, which they shouldn't have.
All right,
but anyways,
we're gonna flash up some parting comments really quick here because we got a Ryan Quest that says, "How do I get a beanie?" Then Keith H is like, "Shh, don't ask for a beanie." Then Mike Jones, being a true Canuck, what's a beanie, eh? Exactly. Tone toques are available. Lawrence of LPD Pedals. Well, he has LPD Pedals. Unless he's put his kids to work, which is possible. There. That's where you get them. Haha, Brad Miller. Saving grace. See? And you notice. I was going to run my cursor under it, but you wouldn't see the cursor. Notice the end of that web address. Limited-store/P for, I don't know, power. I don't know, /LPD toque. And you can use the U spelling or the O spelling like my sister. Both are acceptable, apparently. You got a Sweetwater affiliate link? No, Sweetwater doesn't like Canadians.
Nope. That's
all I'm saying about Sweetwater. That's actually like Pete Thorne, but he lives in the U.S.
That was one, actually, to quickly add one other little thing here before we actually sign off. One of my biggest gripes is...
Oh, you wanted to answer Eddie's question? Hang on. There we go.
Ben, when will you be selling Canucks guitars? Martial arts supplies.
Do you know that? Because I do. It's just like NAM, Terry. Normally April, maybe May, because that's what NAM stands for. Normally April, maybe May. What we're working on is the beavers are chewing down the wood to be used for the nunchucks, because they're artisan nunchucks. So they're handcraft beavers, or craft them down to the appropriate length each, and then you take them and what are we using? I forget what we're using. They are treated. They are dipped in poutine sauce prior to assembly. So poutine sauce, artisan nunchucks,
and stained with maple syrup away from Ben because
there's no maple, Terry. There's no maple. There's no maple. The wood is maple. It's good. It's good in guitars and nunchucks. Nunchucks made from old necks.
Oh God, hockey stick necks. Yeah, God. That would be a possibility.
No, I was just thinking now.
You could probably contact maybe Vibraprint. Maybe they could hook you up with some Canucks with Guitars related martial arts products.
I doubt it. They're only a printing company. Tim never got into martial arts. Race car parts, possibly.
It doesn't.
No. I do have 2 spare necks around. I could tie them together with some guitar string with 2 guitar necks. Expect a video out on that. Guitar neck. I'm going to take one right in the cubes with this video. I know it. Damn it. Ninja beavers. Yeah.
So quickly to finish off what I was trying to say, and this is let me put this out here. If forever there is any chance that someone from Sweetwater is watching this, us up here in Canada do like your company. We do support. There are Canadians that actually do order product from you.
Yeah, and they will. I'm not saying they won't ship to Canada. They will, but they don't do financing to any Canadians. You can't even register for GearFest if you have a Canadian address. You can't register for anything with a Canadian address other than you pay now, we'll ship it when we get it.
And again,
I can do that with any company. And I can do that from a Canadian company for just as good a deal. So they offer nothing. Like the biggest value to Sweetwater is the return policy, which is a hassle internationally. Right, Terry?
Yep.
Towman, same deal. It's the same hassles.
Yep.
They don't offer the financing, which is a big deal. People love the financing, on gear. But
and the other thing is to not to knock other fellow YouTubers that are doing Sweetwater giveaways, but
hell no.
Sweetwater, you are a large enough company that there is no reason why you should not be able to do international giveaways.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep. Yeah, they work with Pete Thorne, friend, RJ, friend. Yep. And I'll post the links in the chats. I do it grudgingly, but.
And on that note, everything's going great for me. I hope everything's going great for everyone else out there.
The thaw will be coming in a couple of months, folks.
Yes. Thankfully and luckily enough, I will add, it's good news to hear that the people in Texas are now having nice, sunny, warm days. The snow is now gone, and
which helps, but they're still not fully up and running, unfortunately. But
I also hope that things get changed around for the folks in Texas. That are having issues.
And everybody has been affected by weather the last couple weeks in general, because it seems like it's gone from Texas to Newfoundland, and all points in between seem to have been affected over the last couple of weeks. I know the Northeast, like in the U.S., it skirted a lot of me until we've got a couple dumpings, basically.
Yeah.
That was it. So, other than that, thanks, Terry, for jumping in.
No problem.
And as always, folks, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you, because Doug's wife is real. Who am I talking about? Karma. That's right. Be good to each other. Stay warm. Stay safe. Stay well. Stay good. Happy tone chasing. Damn it. We've been wrapping this up for 10 minutes. You think I'd be even close to stuff in place? No, not even a chance. So again, thanks everybody that tuned in tonight. Oh, Christian Hunter, he came in at the end. I want to give a shout out. Dale Palmer, Mike Jones, Deja Blue, Ryan Crest, Tito. I'm saying goodbye. What's like? No, you rock. No, you rock. I'm reaching for the button.